care to comment on the fine levied against Michigan State today?
Yeah, I'm completely upset about it. I think to get a $100,000 fine, the suspension of a player is fine, but to get a fine like that, and then the other school gets reprimanded. What the hell does reprimanded mean? I've told you guys, I am completely upset by what our players did, as Mel was. I would think that administratively they should be upset on how the tunnel was handled and how those players ran in there. And as I said before, what starts bad ends bad. And so if they were reprimanded enough that they must have found something wrong, is that, I haven't read anything.
I believe they issued for the tunnel management.
Kind of management? Well, if it was managed right, there would have been no second part. And so, I haven't talked to anybody here, AD president, haven't talked to the Big Ten office. It's none of my business. It disgusts me that it happened. So make sure don't change your little tidbits. But it really disgusts me too that it wasn't handled better on the front end, since they had a problem with Ohio State a year ago, Penn State this year, and then we get a $100,000 fine and there's a reprimand. Well, what the hell does a reprimand mean? What does it stand for? And I'm disappointed. And again, I'm going to keep saying it. Do not read in that I validate anything that happened. I don't validate the two players that ran in there. I don't validate the guy rubbing his head. I do not validate that grown-ups had a chance to make sure that thing was secure. Grown-ups. Kids are going to act differently. So with that being said, no, I'm not, and maybe my own administration will be mad at me for saying this, but I'm not happy with it. I just found out about it, and but it doesn't surprise me. Been here a lot of years, been through a lot of things. Watched it happen to D'Antonio when they went after our Spartan head. I got some other ones on the book I'm going to write after I'm dead. But no, I can't. Maybe there's things I don't know. I hope so, because what I see. But I'd like to know what your guys' opinion is, because you guys see all this stuff, but you never write it either. So I ain't real happy with you guys if you want the truth. I already told you that.
I know.
So sore spot. A sore spot because I love this place. I think everything should be treated equal, and I think that when adults have a chance to handle a problem that's been a problem before and doesn't get handled, starts bad, ends bad. So go ahead, you can give me another question and then I'm walking away. But I'd like to know my question. Why don't you write something? Why don't you write something? Huh? Why don't you write something? Huh? Why don't you? You must think it's okay. If you do, call me and tell me what part of that would have happened if it would have been handled right on the front end after two in the last 6 months that I know of happened.
So to the point, you think Michigan should have been fined too?
I don't know if anybody should have been fined.
Okay.
I think it should be a lot more equal, like I thought the other one at Spartan Stadium should have been. Or you know what? I'm a damn Michigan State guy, and I do not condone anything that our student athletes do wrong. And there were some things that were done wrong. But I'm also held accountable to any mistake I make, or even ones I don't make, I'm held accountable for. A reprimand? What does that mean? We don't. what do we get to do? What changes? Come on, Fred, give me an answer.
I guess it'd be nothing.
My guess too.
I would assume they're going to have to revisit a lot of this in the
Oh,
off-season.
revisit. Did they revisit it after last year's thing with Ohio State? Did they revisit it after Penn
So
State
it
this year?
sticks in your craw that you
Yeah, it
got
sticks in my
fined for
craw.
Devin Bush also, and they didn't.
Yeah,
right?
it sticks in my craw. You're right, because I'm a Mel Tucker fan. I'm a Mark D'Antonio fan. I'm a Michigan State fan, and I'm not standing back on that. I don't care if it's the commissioner or whatever. I do not think that was right. So my apology to my president, my AD, if that upsets. This is totally Tom Izzo, but Tom Izzo's been through a lot more than my AD and my president too, and I don't know. I should just let it go. I don't feel like letting it go. Thanks.